Steve Dillon, and today we're over at our woodwind store and talking about something that's very interesting, walking stick instruments. Now, before I go into the walking stick instruments, I think I should go over a history of walking sticks in general. Walking sticks date back to antiquity. I mean, we find them used in Egypt. Moses used a walking stick. His staff, the staff of Aaron, was a walking stick. We find kings later on using walking sticks with jeweled heads. I mean, walking sticks were used in the early part, and these are not to be confused with canes for the elderly. These are walking sticks. They were used in the early part of the 19th century all the way up into the early part of the 20th century. When they were mass-produced in the 19th century, they then became status symbols for the average folk. You know, you would use a walking stick, you would walk along with it, and it would be an accessory to your clothing, like jewelry or anything else. It would be a status symbol. They would have them made with gold heads, jewels, and everything. But what we basically have two styles of walking sticks. The country walking stick, which would today equate to a hiking pole, and the city walking stick, which people generally don't use anymore, but the city walking stick would be something more elaborate, as again, something for status. Now, we're going to talk about the Gadget walking sticks. The Gadget walking sticks were instruments that did double duty. A lot of times you had some that were also a walking stick that also you could pull out as a sword. You see some of those today still. You have ones that you could open it up and it would be a flask. These are, of course, as I said, are Gadget walking sticks. They also had Gadget walking sticks that were musical instruments. There were some that were fiddles. I've seen some that were recorders, oboes. The Metropolitan Museum in New York has a very interesting walking stick that was made for one of the German kings, I believe. We're going to give you the address so you can see that online. It's made out of a narwhal tusk, which is a sea creature, which a lot of times they refer to as the unicorn. And it's a walking stick, flute, and oboe all in one. It's an absolutely spectacular instrument. But what we're going to deal today over here at the woodwind store is a walking stick fife and walking stick flutes. Now, this is a walking stick fife. Here's a regular fife. Basically what they do is they make the center part, the fife, the musical instrument. They drill a hole in the bottom so the air can come out, and then they have the top and the bottom are just standard parts where they don't serve any function but to be part of the walking stick. This is the walking stick fife. This one happens to be made in 1888. It's presented to a gentleman. It has no maker's name on it. This is a walking stick flute. Now we have two of them here, one an antique and one a modern. The antique is made to look like bamboo. It has a key on it, which is interesting. And again, they would use these to, as I read someplace, it's portable music. In the days before radio, you want to bring something along and play. You had portable music. You had your status symbol, the walking stick, and then you had your musical instrument. Now this one, the modern one, this is made by Ralph Sweet of the Sweetheart Flute Company. It's modern. You can buy them. They're not that expensive, the modern ones. The antique ones are expensive, and this one is on for sale on our website. They tend to be expensive because they tend to be somewhat rare, because a lot of times they would break. Again, the walking sticks. They can get somewhat of abuse. How do they sound? They sound like a regular instrument. Now I'm going to attempt to play this. I'm really not a flautist, but I can feel my way through it. So bear with me, and I apologize if I don't sound great in advance. See, it gets a nice, beautiful tone of a flute. And again, I have a flute here to compare. See, the embouchure hole and the holes all line up. And where the end of the flute would be is the hole that they drilled right through the instrument so it'll let the air come out. Now I'm going to demonstrate the walking stick fife again. Here's a fife. This one happens to be in C. Here's a fife, same thing. They drill the hole in the bottom with the end. And this one can be a little shrill, and you're going to have to bear with me again. See, it has a much shriller sound, but again, it serves the same function. That it's two things in one, a walking stick and a musical instrument. That's all we have today. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you next time.